What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another one. Man, Chicago. Y'all mayor, man, Brandon Johnson, he does not ever answer any questions. As we seen Trump today dismantling the Department of Education.
With the stroke of a pen, President Donald Trump acted on a campaign promise to dismantle the Department of Education.
This is a very popular thing to do, but much more importantly, it's a common sense thing to do.
The executive order dramatically shrinks the agency and limits its power, although it stops short of fully closing the department, which President Trump acknowledged would take an act of Congress. The agency currently employs over 4,000 people and has an annual budget of over $250 billion. Although most of that money is simply passed on to local school districts. President Trump said on Thursday that services like Pell Grants, Title I funding, and resources for children with special needs won't be affected.
He's anxious for me to fire myself.
Education Secretary Linda McMahon spoke with Spectrum News at the White House Thursday night and said this was all about bringing education back to the states.
And Mayor Brandon Johnson was on CNN, and the lady asked him about the poor education system in Chicago. She ran some numbers across them and all this stuff, but when she asked him that, Mayor Brandon Johnson, being who he is, never answered the question. But anyway, man, y'all look at this.
But on the numbers we see in Chicago in 2024, it showed that fewer than 1 in 4 students who were in 11th grade were reading at the level that they should be. Fewer than 1 in 5 can do math at an 11th grade level. And less than a quarter of all 3rd through 8th graders are proficient in either of those subjects. So what do you say to people who look at that and say, maybe President Trump has a point that the Department of Education is not working? It's not helping, at least in these matters, from where it's perched in Washington.
Yeah, cutting off resources is not the answer. Here's what we do know, and I can tell you this on a very personal note, as a beneficiary of public education, as a former public school teacher, as well as a mayor who trusts the public education system in the city of Chicago so much so that I send my own children to our public schools in Chicago. One of the greatest predictors of a child's educational outcome is essentially things that require investments like housing, access to good paying jobs for parents. At the height of unionization in this country, the achievement gap between black and white students had almost disappeared. There's a direct correlation to investing in housing, investing in good paying jobs, as well as investing in our educators that ultimately closes the achievement gap. What this president is doing is taking us backwards at a time in which the city of Chicago and America are desperately calling for a pathway forward. This is not the hopes and dreams of our ancestors, where public education, again, at the expense of the state, really comes out of the hopes and dreams and the aspirations of enslaved, formerly enslaved, and people across America. That's why, as mayor of the city of Chicago, I've invested more dollars through TIF surplus and other means than any other mayor in the history of Chicago, because I believe that much in the public education. We need leaders in this moment who believe in the people of this country and are committed to actually ensuring that that belief comes with resources. The Bible says something very clearly. I'm a son of a preacher. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Our treasure has to be aligned with the heartbeat of America, and that's investing in our public education system. That's what we're doing in Chicago. That's what people want in Philadelphia. That's what they want in Oakland. That's what they want in Houston. That's the pathway forward. This president is off, and it's up to us as Americans to make sure we turn on the light and turn on the switch towards justice, and that's what this moment calls for in this moment. And as the mayor of the city of Chicago, I'm going to continue to fight to ensure that every single child in the city of Chicago has access to high quality public education. And that's what every single American wants.
Yeah. We'll see what that looks like. And of course, the impacts of this. Mayor, thank you so much for joining tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Now, is it me, or did he not answer the question? Right. He didn't answer the question. It's the reason why Brandon Johnson is ranked so low as a mayor in the United States. I think he ranked like 6% or something like that. It's a damn shame, man. Chicago, man, get that man up out of there. But anyway, man, y'all leave a comment, man. Let me know what y'all think, man, if he answered the question or not, if y'all understood what he was talking about, because he went on about some racism and all kind of this and that and programs, this and that, instead of answering the question about how bad the students are as far as education-wise in Chicago. All right? So, man, y'all protect yourself at all times. Keep your head on the swivel, man. God bless you. God bless me, man, and God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.